I don't believe it.
What?
Or rather, I should say, I wouldn't believe it if I weren't staring at it with my own two eyes. We're
What? That we're
actually
playing Zelda
playing.
again?
Yeah, we're actually playing Alan Wake 2 on a Tuesday evening for the first time in what, a month? Because I think
Has it
I've
really
missed.
been that long?
I think it's been at
It's been
least
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay,
I don't think it's been a
so
month.
3 weeks since I've played it. Important tooltip here. Remember to switch between Saga and Alan to see the full story.
Oh, is that what that? Yep.
Hey, Mike, how's it going? Hey, Quentin.
So,
Uh-huh.
I've already told you this, but I'm gonna act like I'm telling you for the first time.
Okay. Yeah, let's have it.
I finished the main story of Control. I rolled credits on it,
Right.
and by golly, that ending, it was an absolute roller coaster. I didn't know what was going on half of the time, but it was amazing.
Uh-huh. A lot like this game.
Yeah. Clayton, also, and I didn't tell you this part.
Okay.
There's a part where you have to like navigate this maze, but the only way to do it
it's
is
called the Oh shoot, what's it called? Something maze. Everybody talks about it. Oh, it's like a I want to say shrimp maze, but
the cigar and ashtray.
ashtray maze.
The only way to get through it was to have Ati give you a cassette player and headphones, and it's another musical section.
Really?
It's not as intricate as this one was, but I'm pretty sure it's the old gods of Asgard, and they are like playing rock music as you're just like going through this shifting like hotel lobby.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I've
was-
seen clips of that, but I don't have any context for what I'm looking at. Also,
I'm
Quentin
like-
says that is definitely the Shining bathtub. I can believe that.
I didn't know there was a bathtub in The Shining.
I mean, it's a whole hotel, so I could see that happening.
Yeah, but oh my god, I was like, this is not the first time that, or this Alan Wake 2 was not the first time they did like a musical accompaniment to a big fight.
Yeah, I'm led to believe that it's how they do things.
Did they do it in Alan Wake? Nobody tell me. But like, is friggin' Control not even the first time that they did something like that?
Mike says he's doing bad. I need to make a CV. I don't know how to make a CV.
What's a CV?
It stands for curriculum vitae. It is typically what people would call a resume.
Oh.
But a CV is actually different than a resume, but most people use them interchangeably.
It's got a naked lady in it, then turns old in like 2 seconds. I need to watch that movie. I haven't seen that movie in probably 20 years. I don't remember anything about it except the "Here's Johnny" part.
Yeah.
And the face he made at the end when he was frozen in the snow, but only because it became a meme.
There are a lot of funny, or not funny, but like really well-made and entertaining breakdowns of that movie. Much like Remedy's work, there's a lot more going on that is not communicated to. What am I doing? What's the point here?
But you told me
Exit the hotel.
You told me the other day
Uh-huh.
that you were interested if I picked up on something in Control.
Yes.
And I'm curious to be what that was and if I did pick up on it.
Okay, so the oldest house, the complex you are walking in, right?
Yeah.
There's lights on. There's coffee makers, soda machines, right?
Yeah.
Those things require power, yes?
Yeah.
Do you know what is powering the building?
I actually just found that out today because I played the Foundation DLC.
Okay.
And I don't know where they're getting the power from, but I know that they harvested something from, or they're getting it from somewhere in the oldest house.
Uh-huh.
To get power, and they're what powering those big cubes, the power banks.
Okay.
But
if
I don't think I actually know.
I encourage you to. I'll see if I can find it because there's a video that basically the whole video is about that thing that is powering the oldest house, and it is incredible to learn.
Yeah, I don't think I know exactly what the exact source is, just that it's just the person who figured out how to um put that power into those little power cubes.
Mm. Oh, there's the
Uh
exit. I bet something's going to happen when I try to exit.
what? No. In that misty silhouette in front of you? No.
Close these behind me if you don't mind.
So yeah, I don't think I picked up on that exactly.
It's really, really neat.
I did find the Foundation DLC takes place in like a super like subterranean basement to the oldest house, which I found out by never mind. I thought you were one door closer.
Uh-huh.
I found out that the oldest house used to be a tree.
Oh, that's neat.
I found
treehouse?
The tower was here again.
No, just straight up tree.
He said the manuscript of return was the key to escaping.
Where
I had to get it
am
before Scratch did.
where am the black dot? I bet it's there it is.
There was this researcher who was the head of research, not Darling, but the guy who was head of research before Darling,
Uh-huh.
who was the head of research.
Had they chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
Anyways, the head of research who was there during Trench's predecessor,
Right?
he was the son of the director who was the director before that director. And they found the Foundation, which is like this underground place.
Mm-hmm.
And they found out that he was doing research, and he was like hypothesizing that the Foundation changes shape all to like match society.
Yeah, so it can blend in.
And he stated, and this is more of a hypothesis than fact, but I'm willing to believe it, that he thinks that if the oldest house has always been there, then it must have started off as some kind of living organism, and maybe it was a tree.
Oh, and it was masking itself in a forest.
Yeah.
That's neat. There's also,
And-
I can't remember if it's in the game or somebody sort of deciphered it, but there's some sort of reference that if you don't know about the oldest house, you can't even see it. Because I think Jesse asks, like, how do you keep people out of here? It's like, oh, most people can't even see it. Like, unless it's
Emily
useful
Hope
to
talks
you.
about that.
Yeah, unless it's useful to you, it completely masks itself. It cloaks itself from you.
The funny thing is the Bureau is a government
Agency.
is a government agency.
Mhm.
So like, how does the president know about the Federal Bureau of Control?
Probably only knows as much as he needs to. Parliament Tower. Is that Parliament Tower?
It's the biggest building in the area. I would have to assume so.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
But,
passes the test.
I always thought that like the oldest house and the board were like intertwined,
Uh-huh.
but they're actually two separate things.
Oh, okay. Are they
and
sort
the-
of like balancing each other out?
Not really. It's more of like the oldest house exists and the board has posted up inside.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the board actually hasn't even been around that long.
Oh, really?
Jesse is only the third board appointed director.
Oh, I thought there were more paintings on the wall.
Those are all the directors. There were directors before Jesse, Trench, and the director before him.
Mhm.
But they were all appointed by like human bureaucrats. But
Oh,
then
I see. Okay.
they found the oldest house, and then they went down into the Foundation, and then that previous director found. Oh goodness!
Oh yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Return. The name of the
But
book.
that previous director found the handgun, or the field weapon
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
is what it's actually
Or
called.
service weapon or something.
Yeah,
like
the
that?
service weapon. The service weapon. And when he picked it up, he got in an immediate, like, he went to the astral plane and got into a conversation with the board. They appointed him director, and from that point on, the board was like in charge of the bureau and was appointing directors. But they have some sort of agenda. Jesse's where I'm at in the game. Jesse's like, yeah, the board has some sort of agenda, but I'm not going to follow their agenda. I'm going to follow my agenda.
Right. Something's going on here, and if I do what they say,
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
then nothing's going to change. They're just
Yeah.
gonna keep doing what they need to do.
Yeah, and do you remember when I told you that I fought a giant eyeball monster that was attached to the fridge?
Right. Yeah.
Apparently, that creature, and I also found this out in the Foundation DLC. That creature used to be a part of the
Turned
board.
the bathroom into a dark room.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
but they threw it out. It's called Former. They threw Former out of the board, and now it's just like some sort of cast out creature that
Like
latches onto.
Excommunicated thing.
Yeah, and it latches onto like altered items.
No such thing as too personal. The photos are me. Just need to show a glimpse, make you see what's beneath the surface. Oh, look at all these notes.
Quentin says that's like SCP letting an SCP run the Foundation.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, there are some documents you can find on that website that hint that maybe that's exactly what's happening.
Could be exactly what's happening.
But it's all redacted, so
Redacted,
you can
yeah.
only get little hints.
That's my favorite thing about that website.
I love that website.
It's so deep in its own lore that there is no answer, and like the lack
The
of an
answers are
answer.
there; they're just redacted.
Right. The lack of the answer is your answer. That's as close as you're going to get to knowing what's going on, is
Look at that
seeing that you'll
PC.
never know. Yeah. Chunky. Weighs 18 pounds.
And it has 215 megabytes of RAM or megabytes of memory.
Uh-huh. Join a
It
cult.
has 16 bits of RAM.
Right. Working with Al or the Andersons. These movie biz types are insane.
Mike says, to me, I mean, to me in Control, it seems like they're in some kind of deal.
We've got 2 years ago, 1 year ago, again a year ago, like a month.
Mike says, like government, director, astral board.
Right.
The director being the middleman.
This one's 6 months ago. This one's 4 months ago.
I don't know. It just seems it was like kind of surprising to me that the board hasn't been around even that long.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get
Man,
out of
listening to
bed.
podcasts with the empty space taken, I was making this seem like it's taking a long time to get it out.
Barry
Yeah, it'll
was
mess with your
thinking.
speech speeds.
He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in. Even after he moved out west.
Is that the guy from the beginning of the game who was in his underwear?
No, that's Nightingale. That's who these emails are from. Barry Wheeler. I don't remember who that is.
Or if we even know him?
We've seen that name, Barry Wheeler. but I cannot remember who he is.
Clayton has ruined normal conversation for us. For us, no breathing, only talking.
Yeah,
Barry was Alan's agent and his friend.
gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. So
Man, I need to play that. I say this every time we play this game, but I need to play the
Oh.
first game.
Alice's work had consumed the
What did I see?
apartment. Her whole
Quantum
life.
Break, I think, is on sale on Steam right now.
All
Maybe
right,
like
let me
$10.
go buy it.
I think I saw that was the one on sale.
I think I own it actually. No, it's on my wish list. All right, I'm buying it. God dang it. Even though it's not technically in the Remedy verse.
Yeah. It'll behave a lot of the ways that you're expecting, though, so you may as well experience it. Okay, that TV hasn't triggered, so I don't want to watch that one yet.
Oh, hey, Steam changed it to where when you add a game to your cart, it doesn't just throw you directly at your cart.
Yeah, because you can buy more than one at one time.
Yeah, it does a pop-up that says, do you want to go to your cart or do you want to keep shopping? Which I like a lot more.
Right.
I was working on my
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window.
uh-oh.
It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring.
All right, I bought it.
And that's when I got myself
70 gigabytes?
and I picked up
Big
my
game. It's a lot of uncompressed video.
Yeah, I know. I remember people were complaining about that for their Xbox. Control is 42 for comparison.
So I'll tell you this, Mike. What I put in skills is problem solving, because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at troubleshooting. I'm good at hearing people describe an issue and take what I know about the matter and try to assemble a possible solution for them.
There was something in the dark.
Oh, these lights are about to go out.
To show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough.
I was wondering where she was at this whole time and what she was doing.
I went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
What's the name of the town?
Like the Deer Fest place?
Yeah.
Watery?
I don't think that's the one I was looking for. It's like a 2-word thing. Like twin something.
Oh, shoot. You're right. It is something like
Or
that. 'Cause
something Valley. Bright Falls.
Bright Falls,
Yes.
yeah. Because I was like, it's a play on Twin Peaks, is what it is. Which
I
with
found a
everything in this game.
document. I found a document in Control about the Bright Falls incident,
Really?
and it talked about how there was some sort of event going on with the author Alan Wake, but by the time they got there, the AWE was completely over with.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And the last time anybody recalled anything happening was seeing Alan Wake dive into Cauldron Lake,
Right.
and then the AWE ended. So by the time the Bureau got there, it was already
basically-
over.
Yeah. Dissolved.
And they noted that it was very similar to an event that had happened in the 70s with Zane.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I thought that was an interesting document to find.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark.
Thought they
is
paused
really
it.
just fear of
So did
what
I.
could be that vast, perilous
Aliens.
ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot. Put a cage around the infinite and capture it.
Her light is
I need to
flickering
prove
behind
those
her.
faces are really there.
And now her light is out.
She's talking about Fatal Frame. She's talking about the wrong game.
The Dark Place, the art of Alice Wake.
Yeah, I finished the main game and the DLC, the first DLC. The only thing I have left are like a bunch of side quests
Uh-huh.
and the Alan Wake AWE DLC,
Gotcha.
which is what I'm going to do next. I was hoping I could like beat it all before we finish this game, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
All right. Something's gonna happen when I go into this TV.
Yeah, Scratch is going to beat you up.
The old pal.
Where did Scratch even come from? Don't answer that question. Because he was like
Oh,
fighting a witch or something in the first Alan Wake.
Scratch has always been around.
Scratch was hotter in American Nightmares. Oh, okay. So Scratch did exist before this game. I need to play those first games. I keep saying that, but it's true.
I don't know that I've ever seen a low-profile typewriter like that.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
End of part.
What? So he's what? So he's just dead now? Okay. I thought it meant end of Alan Wake's part.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
Constantly doing that in Control, getting rid of the dots.
Oh God, yeah. I wish it didn't bother me as much as it does, but
It bothers me
absolutely does.
too. It bothers me too. I have to get rid of the dots. Even if I don't read it, just get rid of the dots.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, I think I'm done except for this.
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
Bro pulled a Death Stranding. Who's the BB though?
Yeah.
One thing I don't understand is where is the cabin he's writing? Because he can travel around.
I think that's in his mind place. It doesn't.
That was a
physically...
short chapter, by the way. That you did all of chapter 6 in like 20 minutes.
Okay, so got that. I don't want to do that just yet. Take a look around. Oh,
It could
not
not be
doing
opened
that.
on this side.
Okay, so there's my jump to Saga. Give it a save.
Bro, your socks are gonna get real wet.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get trench foot real bad.
Trench?
Oh god, yeah.
So I looked up without like literally holding my hand over it so I don't see the names of the chapters. You have 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
Alan's ones are called Initiation and Sagas are called Return. So you have Initiation 7, 8, and 9, and then you're done with Alan's half.
Gotcha.
And I'm assuming 9 is going to be like a point of no return, just like Sagas.
Yeah, probably.
So I bet we could get to both of those chapter 9s because we already got to Sagas. I bet we can get to chapter 9 and then do both next week. That's what I think. Quentin, come on, more music. He's the Herald of Darkness. This guy is some sort of multi-dimensional entity, by the way,
You know it.
because he spoke to Dylan and told him he was. Told him he existed in every dimension.
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're
God,
talking
he
about.
is so good at this.
I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wig.
Gotta throw a light into that.
Oh, I thought they were gonna flash it and he was gone.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Mike says he has a theory about Door.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin says, it was to indulge you, but that musical number was for me.
He has this sort of like intimidating silence about him. That's like, it reminds me of like James Spader does that really well.
Mike says he thinks he's Saga's father.
That when he said you pulled somebody into this.
Yeah, and Alan literally just said, I gotta get Saga in on this.
Right. And he was like she's already in it enough. Cool it off. Oh, Jesus. Where's my flashlight?
This isn't your story. Wake.
They are vanishing very quickly. What? Now they're back. I don't like that at all.
Well, you looked away, so that one's on you.
But they were gone.
Do you know the YouTuber Rubber Ross or Rubber Ninja?
I've heard of him, and I think he used to be with Game Grumps or somebody like that.
Yes, he used to work for Game Grumps
Okay,
until
that
like
is
2021, I think.
literally all I know of. Yeah, he keeps coming back.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna hurt you, I don't think.
Yeah, I know.
The other one does too. Well, he's working on a big emote mod pack for Lethal Company.
Huh.
And like the only emotes that come native to the game are like point and
Door wouldn't open.
Oh,
dance.
so like gestures in the game.
Yeah, the ones that come with the game are point and dance.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he and a whole bunch of other like animators are making a giant, huge mod pack to add a whole bunch of. These guys are just following you around,
They are, and I don't like it at all.
and they don't fade in the light anymore. He's just gonna come back.
I know.
Now you're out of
I'm
flashlight.
I'm out of flash bangs. Yeah,
He's gonna grab you when you go past him.
he is. Gosh darn it.
But one of the emotes that they're adding is the Herald of Darkness dance,
It's great.
which I realized when they made that dance, they made it a TikTok dance. It's a 100% easy to follow step by step TikTok dance.
What did my character just do? Maybe it was the waviness.
Yeah, I think you walk through one of those wave spaces,
It looked like my head snapped around.
which makes me think that Sam Lake is even more of a genius than I gave him credit for, because like I bet you $100 billion jillion that when they made that dance that they do during Herald of Darkness, that it was so they could later like put it on TikTok and get people to do the dance, and they are doing it, dude. People are
you
doing
not?
the dance on TikTok. Mike says, and in Saga's part, I think Thor said your father was always one step ahead or something like that. So I think she's more. So I think she's. I think she has more than just old God's power.
Yeah.
She also has the power of a entity that exists in every dimension. That's Ati.
That's Ahti. Look at him.
Last time I saw him, he was rooting me on as I was trying to get the hiss out of my head.
Here is the light at the end of the tunnel. If you come in last, you won't be happy.
I'd get in there with him.
Yeah, something's gonna happen. Trying to keep my eyes open.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta onward, set the granny in the snow.
He keeps calling
When
you
the
Tom.
panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Give me a second. Okie doke.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom. Like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
Perkele. I think there's a gas leak in the other room. That door is... Woof. Look at those fumes.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is...
Oh, he thinks he's Thomas Zane.
My favorite. And Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? That it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
Alan Wake has had more face-to-face time with Ati than Jesse does in the whole game.
Oh, he's so lucky.
I'm looking forward to seeing Yötönö in the cinema. But first, I work. And the work won't end even when you do it, perkele. Hey, siinä. One potato at a time. Just remember
God,
to-
I just want.
The brave will eat the pea soup.
You look like you confused yourself with that last one.
Because like when you see Ati at the very beginning of Control, and he had that conversation with him, and then you see him again in the janitor's office.
Right.
You have face to face, but like when he gives you the like cassette tape and headphones,
Okay.
he's not really there. He's like a vision that's flashing in front
Oh,
of
I
you, and
see.
then suddenly you have it in your hands.
Gotcha.
And then later in the game, when Polaris gets turned off for a moment and the hiss gets inside Jesse's head, you see him like in the hallway leading to the director's office, but he's like saying, "Hey," Jesse thinks she's like an intern working for the bureau and doing like menial tasks like cleaning up coffee cups and
yeah.
making copies.
Right.
But when you get around Ati, he's like, "Hey, you're fighting through. Keep going. I believe in you."
Uh-huh.
But then after that, you never see Ati again.
Right. I kind of remember this. This.
You gotta take the
closet
light.
here. Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the other room first. I just want like a ledger of all of his like worldly wisdom that he imparts to you. These like one potato at a time is such a fantastic, ridiculous statement.
I want Sam Lake to write a book from the perspective of Ati,
Right.
where he's just like imparting wisdom,
Yes. The Atiisms.
and that's all it is.
Oh, right. That's not bricked up anymore.
Unlike me.
Right. I knew if I left it there, you would bite.
It's called yes anding, Clayton.
Yes, and you do it very well.
You're not tricking me. I'm allowing it to happen.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
Okay. Is there a shoebox?
What is that A pointing at?
It's for me
Somewhere to throw the light?
Yeah, but I want to look around before I do. I don't miss anything. Like this. Like this half-smoked pack of cigarettes. Amongst all these drying machines.
Quentin says, "Okay, so the Darmok command is old news. Now we want the Ati command."
That's exactly what I'm thinking of. It makes me think of Darmok. These ridiculous sentences that don't mean anything but are helpful nonetheless.
What's the Darmok command? Exclamation point Darmok.
I think it's just Command Darmok. And you'll get a random one. Get your flashlight out, you dum-dum. Mannequin startled me over there, so that's always fun.
Just as long as when you change position and look at the mannequin again, its head doesn't change
Yeah,
and is still looking at you.
right. That's when I straight up lose it.
What if Sam Lake made a Fatal Frame-esque game where you play as Alice?
I don't want to play anything that Sam Lake identifies as a horror game.
Did he not identify this as a horror game? Because I would identify this as a horror game.
I think people called...
Hey, Steve!
Hey, Steve. I think
Hey,
people
Steve.
called this a, like... It's not a survival horror game. You have weapons. Like, you can fight back.
Yeah, but
would-
you can fight back in some survival horror.
Yeah. I don't know, like, this is such a weird game. I don't know what to classify it as. It has so much stuff going on that
I would say that this is survival horror. I would say that Half-Life is survival horror.
Come on, go away.
He's not gonna. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I don't like the music rising at all.
Is that a big frame for a deer head behind you?
It is, in fact.
I'm starting to sense a pattern here.
Okay. So let's pop this in.
Let's see if my stream deck is working right now.
You know it isn't.
get you, Steve, if it's the last thing I do.
Well, what
Okay,
do you
so
know about that?
my single sound buttons are working.
Okay.
But what's going to happen when I push my Half-Life Scientist button?
Nothing, apparently.
Nope, it's still broken. I don't know what happened. And now I got to close the software.
Alright, I know you're not going to go away, but I wish you would.
I think I just need to delete all these random action buttons. Yes?
Beer?
Also,
In a chair?
that's a moose, obviously.
Oh, right.
Dur.
Rocky and Bullwinkle over here.
Also, when I hit these random action buttons and they don't do what they're supposed to do, I
Okay.
hear my CPU whirring up.
like it's trying to execute something and it just can't figure out what you're asking it to do.
The very first time it broke, I closed the Stream Deck software
Uh-huh.
and it fired off one of the sounds.
Really?
And then it has never been able to do it again. Like, it feels like I overstressed it and now it's just broken.
Find the shoebox
But
in
I
the
don't-
basement.
I didn't think computers worked like that.
I think I was near it and I walked past it. Shoebox in the basement.
Alan Wake.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I was staring at it. I was right in front of it. And there's a thing in it. Okay.
The switch.
I was like,
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Get the talk show studio. All right, now we're about to get aggressive.
He's not moving.
Yeah. There's more.
Okay. I've reopened the Stream Deck software and it's working. I'm just going to delete these random action buttons. It's broken.
Alan Wake.
It's so disappointing, though.
Yeah.
I spent so much time on it.
Up a foot of stairs.
Fortnite.
Did you watch that TikTok I sent you earlier?
I didn't. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
It's about Fortnite and a couple of
Gotcha.
other things.
Does it have to do with an actor in a country?
No, it has to do with two characters from two different properties interacting with each other in a
Okay.
way that I think you would find humorous.
Gotcha. I found out today that apparently Chris Pratt is the face of Fortnite in Korea,
Really?
even though he doesn't play Fortnite.
Is he even represented as a character in Fortnite at all?
I think he just kind of looks like, who is it, Jonesy, the default guy? And so they are just using an average-looking dude to like, hey, Fortnite, right?
I
This
mean,
guy.
I don't see it, but okay. What country is that? Korea?
Korea, yeah. I mean, we can
I
agree
don't-
that Chris Pratt is very default-looking.
I would say that he has one slider that he adjusts,
Oh yeah,
and that's his fitness slider.
yeah. I mean, he's in good shape.
He
But,
used to
like-
not be, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm just trying to go to the toilet. What do you say? There are a pair of shoes under that door. Dude, that terrifies me.
What, that shoe?
There's a pair of shoes there.
He's just pooping.
There's a people in there.
He's just pooping. Leave him alone. Don't be peeping at him.
There's nobody there. It's just a pair of shoes. Are you kidding me? There's just a pair of shoes?
Quentin says
yes.
asterisk she.
Right, because we went to the women's side. This is killing me. I want to figure... Wait, does this have a photo?
Mike says, to be honest, all white people look the same.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm
then
one
Steve
haircut
says,
away
I feel
from
like
looking...
Freddy Five Bear is going to come out. There's this guy on... I don't know if he's doing it on TikTok or other platforms, but he's just like this, like, hyper conservative, a stupid argument guy who's just like, oh well, trans people want to be inclusive until they're not, then they complain.
Right.
And then it cuts to this other guy who's like, you know who also complains? This guy, William Afton. And he created Freddy Five Bear, and you don't want to be around Freddy Five Bear. And honestly, I think that, and he does it so many of this guy's videos. This guy's always like eating some shit at a restaurant or something.
Right.
And he's always saying like the stupidest fucking shit you could possibly think
Sitting
of.
in the front seat of his truck.
No, well, he's at a restaurant eating, but like he has the camera all set up, and he's just like got this smug look on his face, very punchable face.
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
But he's always saying some
to the formula.
He's always saying some stupid shit, and this guy always is like constantly replying, "Well, at least Freddy Fazbear doesn't come get you because Freddy Five Bear, he works at the pizzeria and he gets you." And then there's also Foxy the Fox and Chicken the Chicken. And he's just like, he just rattles off this nonsense. And honestly, old Gads of Asgard, that's the dressing room.
Yep.
But honestly, it's like, I think it's the perfect response for that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's like, this joke response is about as nonsensical as the bullshit that guy is saying.
Yeah, any effort you put into a legitimate argument is wasted time. So you may as well be as dumb as the person you're arguing with.
So I feel like next time I am around a family member or somebody who I don't know, or just really anybody who says that kind of bullshit, I'm going to rattle off some, well, there was this one guy, William Afton, and I got to like do little claw fingers.
Uh-huh.
He put souls inside 3 or 5 animatronics, like there's Freddy Five Bear and Foxy the Fox and Chicken the Chicken.
I think Freddy Five Bear is a fantastic screw up of the name.
The thing is that when he says Freddy Five Bear, it's the second time he's saying Freddy Fazbear.
Uh-huh.
He has already said Freddy Fazbear. The second time he says it, he always calls him Freddy Five Bear.
Right. Yep.
It's very, very funny.
Okay, so I can't do anything down that walkway. I can't open that door, so I need to get back there to open this door for some reason. Do I have a map? I do kind of have a map. Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought they said that scratch erased your memories.
To basement to first floor.
This Finnish immigrant named Ati stealing our interdimensional jobs.
Okay, so that door is locked.
Do you know who else steals jobs? Freddy Fazbear. And he comes and gets you. And then when Freddy Five Bear kills you, he puts you in another animatronic. Oh no!
That is a locked door and a janitor's bucket. Okay. And that's a save point, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I need to...
You get there from the stage. You go through the back curtain of the stage. And then you can get back in there.
I don't know what that is. I think that's the metal railing that I can't get past.
Oh, that's an impassable zone.
I think so, because the doors look like that, and nothing else looks like that, except for this up here, which could be another metal railing. So if I go up through wardrobe down, that door should be locked. Okay, so I think I just didn't go far enough last time. So let's keep a going. So this is... I don't know if this is wardrobe, but this could be wardrobe.
I think this is the band. I think this is the band room.
Right, but I couldn't go any farther. Stage.
That's
Okay, yeah, I guess I just went through wardrobe. All right, so take a turn right and go down here. Go for a trot. Oh, right, there's Alti again. Hi, pal. And then... through here. Ah, there we go. This is the door that I couldn't open from the other side. Nope,
door
I
was
still
locked.
can't open. Oh, it didn't show as locked because I've never tried it. But now that I've tried the door, it shows as locked. Or maybe it always shows it's locked. I don't know. Well, dang. How do I...
yeah. That one was always locked.
Janitor's room, bathrooms, locked door to the cafeteria. Escape the talk show studio. I'm sort of lost.
Googling.
Because I got this door here that goes to the basement. Oh, hold on. What does that say? Basement shortcut in the janitor's room. Okay, so I can go into Ati's.
Make your way to the cafeteria and open the door with the picture of the janitor and speak to the janitor himself. He gives you the key to help you reach the basement. Okay, well,
I think
we've
that's
already done that.
way super in the early part of the game. Okay, now I'm in the basement. And first floor shortcut, right? So I can go up here. And potentially the exit is on my right. Okay, this is starting to look like an exit.
I looked away and I don't know where you went.
I'm up at the top here. 'Cause I
Oh,
was
yeah.
down here. And then
You're
I
going
just
straight
take
to the
this-
exit.
Yeah. So I've got a break room, mature.
Quentin
is
says
good.
just do everything the guy on the phone tells you to.
Right. So I'm gonna activate this TV. End of part.
And we're slamming through these parts. You haven't even had any combat in 2 parts.
I know. Happy about that.
I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. It's deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I'm tired. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep, please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where do they go? Did I eat the words? I recognize these words. Who are the words moving? This is familiar. Oh, why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Wait. That's a strange name, eh? Wait, that sounds like a character's name. I write a name up. I make that one name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be.
How long does this bit go on?
I imagine it's going to eventually loop.
Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. I know the words. See the words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words.
There's a part
Culture the words.
near the end
It never was
of that part where the hiss is in Jesse's head.
Okay.
And you go into Director Trench's office and he's in there.
my story.
And then he starts rambling on about he was the one who let the hiss in and he wanted it to infect everybody. And which is true. That's exactly what happened. He was the first one infected with the hiss and he's the one who let it in. and you remember at the beginning of the game when we go in when we go into the oldest house, and then we hear a gunshot, and then we go in Trench's room, and he's dead on the ground.
Yeah.
We find out that Dylan was the one who shot him.
Can't remember
With
who Dylan is.
Dylan is Jesse's brother,
Gotcha. Okay.
who like let the Hiss take him over. So he's
Okay.
like in more control than regular Hiss guys.
Gotcha.
Dylan was the one who shot him. And I'm not sure exactly why he was able to use the service weapon but not be the director. I guess the board didn't allow him to. Maybe I'm guessing the board allowed him to kill Trench but not keep the service weapon.
Yeah.
I don't really know
about it.
I don't know about how that happened. And there's a part where Jesse literally says,
I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
I don't know how to define wafers. We got something better, sugar wafers.
Wafers, yeah.
But there's a part when like Polaris like disappears, and then the creature that like manifested, is that black spot moving? Oh, never
It
mind.
is. I gotta line it up with
The entity that like manifested.
This messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is a cult leader any different? Was Zane just
Well, they're saying
another
wafers,
alias for
not
Scratch?
wafers.
There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was going to get the truth out of Zane with whatever means necessary.
He's heading right to the hotel. Yes? But there was another entity that wasn't Polaris that like manifested Polaris in Jesse's head called Hedron or Hedron.
Okay.
And it's a huge metal polyhedron.
Okay.
And it died. Polaris disappeared. Jesse got the Hiss in her head. And then later she found Polaris at the motel. And it like had Jesse's body, and it came back, and then Polaris was back, but instead of coming from Hedron, it was coming from her. I don't fully understand it. But Jesse said, I don't fully understand what's happening, and maybe I never will, and maybe I don't have to. So I think that's like an overarching theme of the Wakeoverse.
Right. By
like-
trying to answer every question, you'll kind of ruin it.
Yeah. It's like, you probably will never understand it, but you don't really have to.
Right.
Jesse literally says that. What is going on there? Oh, there's a guy.
Layers of effects fighting fighting for animation priority.
Oh, that's the bellhop. He's going to take your bags up to your room for you.
I really don't like walking past all these guys.
And they don't disappear in the light
'Cause
anymore.
one of them
which
is going to reach around and snatch me from behind.
crack you in the head with a crowbar.
Yeah.
And here we are back in this frickin' building.
Yep.
What did you have to do to enter it the first time?
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. The first time I had to like try the door like 3 different times to get it to do something.
Mike says, in a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there could be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what
665 was
us.
upstairs. The elevator would take me there.
the neighbor of the beast. But there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and that's why
Right.
we'll remember. That's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Okay, now I have to remember the frickin' layout of this hotel.
Oh wait, was that an actual quote from one of the games? That's the intro to the first game.
Huh.
Oh, so Jesse's just recounting exactly what Alan said, but shorter. She says, I don't fully understand it. I don't think I ever will, and maybe I don't have to. That's what she said.
Right. On the first floor. think I get to the second floor over here.
I was always a fan of you establish a monster or like something that has to follow a set of rules, but you don't tell me what those rules are. And so while this creature or monster or whatever is following these rules, it's up to me to figure out the rules.
Right.
I always liked that.
I think it didn't take me the same path.
It also says Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry
I needed
of
a
fear.
draft of the story, one that would get me ahead of scratch.
Ah. I need to write new stuff, but I don't have a thing.
Can you do it at the typewriter?
Let's find out. Let's take care of these. There more? There's more. You can listen to Ahti sing Juten Ö. I don't think so. Nope.
No, you gotta find them.
Nothing doing. Okay, so let's try this.
Are they disappearing again?
These ones are, in fact. So now I'm here. And I'm in a different... Yeah, see, there's curtains here now, and I can't get to where I need to be.
Oh, IGN has a recommended order to play the chapters of this
Oh,
game.
yeah? Maybe this way?
And according to IGN, they suggest you finish Alan's stuff before
Ah, here we go.
Going
Now I'm on the
back-
second floor.
going back to Saga and doing the Deer Fest and then the final chapter.
So we've done it completely backward.
Yeah, but I don't think it super matters. This
Okay,
is just
so-
IGN's recommendation. What do they know?
We're on the
Have they-
second floor.
Have they ever even played a video game?
And then...
I agree, Mike. Mike says, in my opinion, you should play the game how the fuck you want the first time.
Yeah. Nope, not here. So I've gone the wrong way.
I was just about to make reference to that, Mike. Mike says 7 out of 10, too much water.
Okay, so here's
was-
this.
Weren't they complaining about Mario 64 with that 7 out of 10, too much water?
Okay, very good.
It was a Pokemon game. It was a review of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. Too much water.
Is it the... I can't take the elevators. And I need to get to the 6th floor. Oh,
Man,
right.
too bad
I have
this,
to, I have to go through here. I forgot about this part.
Too bad that this hotel doesn't hire Ati as their janitor because
Oh
this
my
place
God.
is a mess.
They need one super freaking bad. How do I get to the 6th floor? I can never remember this. Is it one of these doors? Okay, so here's the cop. Alright, good chat.
I bought your game today, Mr. Guy.
Right. Let's see
Mr.
what your
Breaker.
deal is. Right. We'll find out all about you, pal.
Well, a guy who looks just like you.
Yeah.
He died.
So it's not in here.
There was something on the ground back there. I don't know if you saw it.
I don't want to be in here. Okay, inverted pyramid.
That's the symbol for the board.
Mm-hmm. Where is...
I don't want you to waste your ammo, but I so want you to like blast that pyramid of cups with the
Oh,
shotgun.
you're tracking me. What are you doing? Why are you following me so much?
It's strange they're pushing everything over while they were doing that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I just saw out the inside of Alan Wake's eyeballs right there
Right?
for a second.
Oh.
Alan Wake inverted face jump scare. Bullet.
Hey. I have flashlight, so am I now expected to defend myself? Nothing in here. Hold on. I'm going to check my map. Okay.
What's up with that one room? Oh, it was zoomed out.
Second floor. Ballroom. Oh, maybe I do need to get there to do something. Because there's something here.
Where's Zane's room? I don't even see the room 665.
Oh, I gotta take the freaking stairs. I forgot about the stairs. I was so convinced it was the elevator. It's on the stairs. So dumb. So very dumb.
Same.
Okay. Now.
It's not an unknown voice. It's Breaker.
Can't believe I completely forgot about the stairs. It's 219, 202. This is my way back. No, it's not. I'm in the wrong
That's
place
the
again.
Moida scene.
Is this the room? No, it isn't. I don't want to get myself even more lost. Okay, I think I found it.
What are you scared?
No. Noticeably?
Mario.
Okay, so we're headed back to first floor when I come out this door. Kabang. Well, this door. Okay, back on the first floor. And if I go... this way, I get to the stairs. But I can't get to them. How do I get there?
Just kind of hop over.
Because this is how we got there the first time. This is how we got to the 6th floor, is by taking this flight of stairs. But I wonder, this elevator has been here the whole time and I've never taken it. So I wonder if this is what I'm meant to be doing this time. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That A button is on the 6th button.
That piano is out of tune.
Any room numbers whatsoever. All right. We are...
Oh, it's right there.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to dive in just yet. Let me get me a save point if I can find one. Okay. Self-closing door. That's great.
The door said, mm-mm.
Nah, fam.
No.
Nah, bruh.
Where'd all this furniture go?
No.
Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time.
Oh, and now I have to walk up to it.
Why would Zane not be happy? He's just like me. He thinks everybody's mad at him.
All right, something's going to happen.
I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head. Scratch wrote return, not me.
He's
You're
in
a fucking
control now.
liar. You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here. He was magnificent. A visionary. I mean, it was art. But then, when he finished, he took return and left me behind. It's still here, and so is he. I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. When you get
It does. I agree, Mike.
Don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
This is so messed up.
I told you not to try anything.
What? So we're just murdering people now, Alan?
Oh, mercy. Thousands have gone missing. Beyond the labyrinth of me. When you're lost in your own company. And cut! Oh. Now that is drama.
Looks like he's talking to you.
Does. Why did the room number flash on the screen there?
The fuck? I had a million questions about Zane, but I had more pressing concerns.
Okay.
I'm sure nothing's gonna come get us now.
Right. Zane film.
I had to
Initiation
find
8.
the movie theater Poet Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place.
I think it's like his production name.
What, 665? That makes sense. Like A24.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is lovely.
The hiss is outside.
Nah, it's just these red neons. We saved a lot on rent, but boy, it's really annoying. And we're right by the metro line.
I like how in Netflix's Daredevil series, how like he had this super nice, huge apartment, but he had like kind of a crappy job, and he could afford the apartment because there was a huge neon sign right outside the window that shined in. But Matt Murdock is blind, so he didn't care.
No problem.
And we're out. That was pretty quick. Yes.
Exit the hotel. I have exited the hotel. Well, not totally. I'm still, like, on the balcony of the hotel.
Mike says, can't you just close the blind or close the window or cover it? If it doesn't have a blind, I mean, your options are limited.
It is partially the brightness of it. It's also the sound. Neon signs hum constantly. They hum, they buzz, it's just this ever-present bass line under your whole life. It drives you insane.
My new bedroom,
Uh huh.
it has a ceiling fan and like a light in there, but it also has the ceiling fan and light are newer because when I lived there the first time, those were not there. What
Okay.
it also has is two of those tube lights.
Yeah, fluorescence.
Yeah, it has two fluorescents with two bulbs each, so it has four fluorescents.
Yeah.
And I remember the hum of those things being so freaking loud when I lived
Yeah.
there the first time.
The,
I will probably never turn those lights on while I live there right now.
The sound of that reminds me of playing hockey because we would always get to the rink super early because the kids' games were like first in the morning and then the teens and adult games were like noon and afternoon. So we
Yeah.
were always there when they were turning on the rink. So the first thing you hear when they unlock the doors is they hit the master switch for all the overhead lights, and you hear that gang. Like they all buzz and hum as they heat up. So whenever I hear that noise, I'm like, "Yep, I am back in the hockey rink. I am."
Sounds like an old
12 years
tube
old.
monitor degossing.
Yes. Uh huh.
Mike says,
Exactly
I could
what it
get
sounds
used to white noise. This isn't white noise. This is like a droning buzz.
Yes.
It is not white noise.
No, it is nothing so comforting as white noise.
It's horrible. And at this point, like low droning buzzing sounds is something that it's like the thing I cannot stand the most.
Right.
Mike says, as long as it's the same sound constantly, I can get used to it. You can, I cannot. A low droning buzz would drive me nuts. We had a client at our office who would show up in his diesel truck.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He would leave
Park
the
it.
truck running while he came in and had appointments. And I just remember sitting in my office going, "Oh my God, I cannot stand this." Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yep.
whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm like, oh, it was literally like making me angry.
Mhm. Okay.
Did you know that there's other color noises?
Yeah.
By the way,
I was just I saw a thing about green noise the other day. I know about pink noise. I know about gray noise, white noise.
I found pink noise to be very pleasant personally.
Yep. And it's kind of cool how what is discomforting to some people, other people are like, no, I really, really like this.
I don't know what you would call the color of sound that I don't like,
Okay.
but pink is very pleasant to me.
Brown noise.
I think that's just farts.
No, okay. Well, I don't like that one either. I mean, you do.
Uh,
I know for a fact you do.
I
You
like
think
it
it's
for like
hilarious.
a half a second. If it was constant, I would be like, okay.
Just this has lost all comedic value. Can we stop, please?
If it's like half a second, I'm like, but if it goes on for longer than 2, I'm like, all right,
Uh-huh.
I'm over this now. Pink noise sounds like constant rain. Yes, I very often will, if I can't sleep, play 6-hour videos of thunderstorms on my phone.
Smart TV. Play Pink Noise. Playing Pink Floyd.
I'm like, that's not, well,
Sure, let's go for a ride.
Let's go. Let's roll with it.
All right, the box. I gotta crawl through the box. Okay, we're doing this.
Brown noise deepens the lower frequencies, creating a stronger, more resonant sound. Brown noise can include low roaring, strong waterfalls, or thunder. I don't think that's quite it.
I remember Low Roar from Death Stranding.
Was that the lion guy?
That's the band that did most of the music for Death Stranding was
Oh.
Low Roar.
There might not be a color for the noise I don't like. It's just like a warbling
Yes.
deep.
Well-deserved F's in the chat for Low Roar.
What, did they pass away?
Lead singer, I believe, did. Where am I?
That's-
What's the point? What's over here? Or does it change when I do that?
Black noise is silence. There are other things on that spectrum of black noise, but it's inaudible to the human ear.
Oh, really? I wonder if it is inaudible but still will affect you neurologically. Like if it can...
Silence, infrasound, noise on a... There's like a friggin' equation here. A noise on the equation spectrum
Okay,
where
that scared the crap
beta
out of
is
me.
greater than 2.
Ah, you got
Oh,
one.
that's a guy. Very rude.
Got him.
Ha! Yeah, and the lower ones on this list are just like talking about temperature and heating range, and I'm like, I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Noisy black is in telecommunication. The term noisy black has the following meanings: in facsimile or display settings such as television, a non-uniformity in the black area of the image.
Oh, yeah.
This is
noisy
like
black.
picture.
Yeah, picture quality, yeah. That's... OLEDs is the solution to noisy blacks.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know why that's in the same article as noise.
Probably just conceptually, like the using color as descriptors.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I've done that. Now, that looks like it's blocked off up there, but I'll go check it out. Casey's still here? No, he should be right about there if he's anywhere. That looks like a absolute pitch black.
There was no longer any sign of Casey in the alley. Things kept changing, gaining momentum, moving towards some obscured escalation.
I didn't like that at all.
That was a gunfire.
Yeah, but it sounded like the memory of the gunshot was chasing me. Like the gunshot got louder as it reported. Okay, so exit the hotel, go to Poets Cinema.
We can go watch a movie.
Bookstore. Nightless Night.
Praise be the Chicago rat hole. Oh, I just found an article on Wikipedia for something that I'm not happy about.
Okay.
There's this frequency called the hum. This already sounds like a bad guy from Control.
It absolutely does. 1,000.
The hum is a name of a name often given to widespread reports of a persistent and invasive low-frequency humming, rumbling, or droning noise, audible to many but not all people.
Yeah.
Hums have been reported all over the world, including the United States, United Kingdom, and Australia, and Canada. I don't like that. I don't ever want to hear that.
So I'm gonna say something that's gonna make me sound insane, but if you lay in a quiet room and focus your hearing, you might be one of the people that can hear your own central nervous system. It is a very high pitch squeal, and in very quiet environments.
Oh, I can hear that.
Okay, and if you focus on it, you can actually make it louder as your brain dials into its own frequency.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, it used to be a game that I played with myself, like when I was laying in bed to go to bed, and my TV was turned off. I was just like, all right, let's make my brain scream, and I try to get it as loud as possible.
Let's make my brain scream. I actually don't really like that noise. It's not like, oh, I hate this, turn it off, but like it's like distracting when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I have 2 fans on in my bedroom.
Yeah. Now me
Hey,
a word of power. A word of fix. Health by 35. Yeah, I'll take that
Quinn
one.
says, oh yeah, it's like the sky trumpets. And then he says, I figured your blood would be too loud. And Mike says, I would have preferred not knowing that.
Oh, here's a...
I saw a video
Door?
that showed you how to find your eye's blind spot. Because
Oh.
there's a spot on the back of your eyeball where
Mhm.
your optic nerve comes in, and there's actually a pretty big blind spot.
Mhm.
And like they said, you had to like. I'm trying to do it right now, but I don't remember exactly what it was. But it's like you hold your finger out as hard as you can. Not
Okay.
hard. Stretch your arm out as far as you can, and then hold your finger. And then if you're looking from your right eye, there's a spot in the lower right corner of your vision where you technically aren't seeing your finger.
Really?
I found it. Yeah.
Okay.
I technically can't see my finger. If you move it a little bit to the left, you'll see it. A little bit to the right, you'll see it. But if you hold it right in this one spot, you technically are not seeing your finger.
Huh.
And your brain just kind of fills it in. But
And your other eye compensates for what you can't see
Yeah.
out of that one.
exactly. But it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, your body is doing millions of things every second that you are completely oblivious to. Where is this theater? Have I ever been
at-
to it?
Look at your map. Maybe that'll tell you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Gwen says, "Yep, you got a black hole in the back of your eye." Mike says, "Wake up."
Okay. Check
Did you ever see
on
that guy
the
Wally
map.
P?
No, I don't know that name.
He was this guy. He was this guy who just like
Highline Station.
rambled. He did like rambling TikToks where he would put on like a crazy filter. There was one where he had like a glowing clown makeup that would like scroll in like a rainbow cup pattern. And he would just sit there and go, "Wake up, Joe Biden. 9/11. Wake up."
Oh,
And
maybe I have seen that. I just didn't know what it was. All
What
right.
the fuck?
What are we doing here?
He exploded the dirt around him.
Ah!
Oh, that's a guy.
Ah, crap.
Very rude of him to not let you shoot him.
You still standing? Jesus Christ.
Is that guy gonna whack you too?
I don't know. We're going to find out. Looks like it.
Yep. That's a pretty sturdy guy. If you had shot me like that, I'd be down.
I'm not going to be standing for
I mean,
the second
there's a
slug.
chance I would not die, but I would not be up.
Be very upset about it. Okay, that is another word of power.
Mike says, "Do we know where we have to go?" We know where we have to go. We just don't know where that is.
I think it's back behind me. Yeah, there we go. Come on, focus in. Word of action. Damage dealt to enemy in close proximity. 20% harder to detect. That sounds good. Oh, I'm going to do this one.
There's a whole subreddit dedicated to the hum.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's one of those things that affects enough people that there's discussion about it, but not so many people that it's just, oh, like, oh, yeah, that thing.
According to this Wikipedia article, it only affects 2% of people. That's a darkness projectile.
It is, in fact. Okay. Got a real one, folks.
Very nice.
Where'd he go? Is he still... Is he going? Has he gone? I assume I'm headed the right direction because I am encountering resistance. Oh, hi, pal. Are you the, like, collecting tickets? I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. There's a long journey through the night back to the light. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. Oh, there's a cooler back there. There should absolutely be Alan Wake branded igloo coolers. Sell 1 million of them. You don't have to change them. They just look exactly like that. Yeah. Anything over here?
I says, I think the thing about the hum is that it should be location specific and not person specific. What was that?
I don't know. It was between me and my character, which was nuts.
How did you spot that guy?
God,
Health
that
is
was
pretty low.
That was scary. He was between me and Alan, which is it's just like rattling because you would think that I'm controlling. I am like the closest that could be to Alan, and then when something comes between you and that, it's really disturbing. I've got plenty of these. So pop some pills, pillhead. Silly Clayton thinks he's making the rules here. Are those shotgun ammo? Yes, they are. It is a door that I don't want to open just yet. And then an opening that I don't want to crawl through yet.
Oh, it's got somebody's vaping in there, dude.
I couldn't force it open.
Can't force it open.
Couldn't or wouldn't, Alan?
Okie dokie. Take a quick look around to make sure I'm not missing anything important. Like this. This seems important. What? Where is that? It's a door and a staircase. Huh. Maybe that's the back room that I can't get into. Hey, fellas.
Yes.
Ah, word of power. Where's it at, though?
I hear it. I think it's under the van. Can you crouch down?
I cannot.
The city was not real. I was limited to the confines of the dream.
Oh, you're too close to the edge of the thing. That's
Yeah,
why it's making that
like
noise.
warning me.
I'm warning you.
Oh, could that be pointing to? Like here, perhaps? I don't see any other arrows, though. Oh, well. think I saw it on the tire. I'll give it a shot. Easy enough to try. Ah, crap.
Take a chill pill, buddy. Well, that's that.
All right.
Mike says, kind of wanted to make an Alan Wake cosplay to test the printer. I think I would have to find the jacket like that. Yeah.
I see what you're talking about. Like it glows with the reflection of the light. It's not giving it to me. So it's got to be... Oh, maybe it's like on top of there. Something like that. Oh well. Not a big deal. One, please. Oh, I do have a ticket.
Hey, you took it out of Zane's pocket.
If a hand had reached out and like snatched that away from me, I would have jumped.
Somebody said something. I didn't see what they said, though.
Oh, I completely missed that. Oh, there is an orb.
The cinema lobby was a gateway to other realities on the silver screen. I could set a scene here.
Oh, new scene.
I bet it's up on the balcony.
New scene. New scene. Let's go here. This looks like a...
Question. How do you run from an idea, from a thought, from a story that lives in your head? You can't escape your fears. You carry your monsters with you. The devil is back. It's in you. You're running right back to it. I'll help.
New scene.
I have to stop. Stop running. Stop writing. I won't write another word. It's too dangerous. Only horror comes out of it. People get hurt. I would let the currents of this ocean wash me away. But what if I forget why I stopped? What if I forget I stopped at all? That is fucked up. If that happens, I'll start writing again.
Did I stop writing at some point? I can't stop. There's too much at stake.
If you didn't write horror, it would be horror. He's not a great writer. But he's motivated, I'll give him that. Back of there. Stairs. Look at the orb.
Consume the orb.
I know it. Logan, does this general layout look like the control lobby to you? Wood panel
Yes,
walls.
Yeah, it kind of does. The posters are on the wall behind you.
Looking at the opening, that's where the glass doors are.
Yeah, kind of does. I want to say it's coincidental, though.
Maybe.
But maybe not.
But this is Sam frickin' Lake we're talking about here.
I felt like I'd been on this case looking for the cult of the word for a lifetime or more. The only case I'd ever been on. They would surface from the dark with their depraved acts of violence and fade back into the night, leaving behind bloody crime scenes and clues heavy with obscure meanings that led nowhere. Arriving at the cinema, I felt a monumental, terrifying revelation trembling before me, ready to open its jaws and swallow me whole.
This place had significance to the cult. There was something to use there.
Mike
Alrighty.
says, "Dude, it's not coincidental." And Zone, welcome to chat zone, or welcome to chat zone. Zone says the dark place tends to take things from reality and blend it in. My only counter argument to that is, wouldn't Alan have to have been in that lobby for that to happen?
I don't mean familiar to Alan. I just mean familiar from a gameplay. Like it is meant to be familiar to you, the player, as an
Oh, I
unsettling
see. I see. Yeah.
familiarity.
Then I 100% think that's what Sam Lake did.
Okay, so
I was missing something.
all right, so go out here and slot in the memory.
Yeah, you have to go. Oh, this is familiar, not Alan.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Place is
The main
a
event was the murder.
let's say
I
a
had to
different
find my
realm.
way to it.
The cult's lair. They didn't bother to hide it.
It's an altered world
Mm-hmm.
for this
First
altered
step
world
toward the murder
event.
site. I was making progress.
Like I said, you got a shotgun. You can open any door. It's a very good point. I'll look downstairs real quick. Oh. Is that a save point? Oh, wait. I already did that. But I'll do it again.
You
Don't
done
tempt
did
me.
it again.
Do it again.
Someone had barricaded themselves in the room.
With a irresponsible quantity of popcorn.
How? I'll eat all that. I mean, Alan hasn't aged that much in 12 years. His hair got a little longer, but
Mm-hmm.
Cult of the Word. We got another Cult of the something. Bright Falls is just riddled with cults. Riddled with them.
Yep. Cult of the Tree, Cult of the World.
Cult of the Lamb.
Seven Dust is on tour. They're going to play Cult of Personality. It's the only Seven Dust song I know.
I didn't know that Seven Dust did that song.
I'm not entirely sure, but I'm fairly confident that that's a Seven Dust song.
And I don't know enough to correct you.
Okay, what do I have that I don't need? First aid. I got lots of healers, man.
That's good.
Batteries. This freaking flare gun taking up a slot. All right, I guess I don't need any of that stuff because it's all just more of what I already have. Knockety knockety. Okay, back upstairs. Is that a fuse box? Okay, can't open that still. They talked about that room that... What was that? Didn't see that before. Talked about the room that somebody had barricaded themselves in. And here is... Bloody pipes.
Did you find any scene change papers yet?
I did, and I can... Huh. I'm in the only scene change that I have. Maybe I need to unchange it? Hold on, let me make sure there's nothing I'm not missing in here. No doors I haven't opened. Go into that bathroom and change it back. Try that. go here and unattach that.
I changed the story. And with that, the dark place changed.
Okay, this is all the same. Well, let's go out and see what's different. So, this room... Oh. Did I just not try to come back here last time? Walk past it? Okay. Lobby plot board. Okay, I only have one plot board. What else could be in here for me? Ah, there we go. Nothing. Big ol' pile of nothing.
Goose egg.
But now that I'm back here, if I attach this, what happens? Ah, here we go. That looks important.
Do you a lot of good to talk, buddy.
It was an initiation ceremony. Or so we made our new members believe. 2 of New York's finest. They had performed endless favors to earn their place among us. We had something special waiting for them. And something very special for you, Alex Casey.
Who's your leader? Alan Wake? Scratch? Zane? Give me a name!
You will meet him soon enough.
There was no end to the corruption. It fit the genre, so I'd use it.
I think that was Ilmo. Yako has a deeper voice than him. Got me a map
So
now.
are we just seeing like a part of an interrogation that happened in the real world?
I think so. Okay, so if I undo that one. That will get me back out to the... Oh, this is new. I don't want to go in there yet. I want to... Oh, I don't like any of this. Can I not detach both?
Take it.
Can I not detach both of them? Okay, there we go. I was like, I want to just get back to, like, reality. Like, the real thing that really happened.
Back to reality.
Right.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Okay. So, I'm out here now. I want to see what happens to this place when I attach
That's where we are.
Newark's finest. Zane special surprise, $15.
Is it a bucket of popcorn?
It made me think of like a switchboard operator in the 40s, the way I said that. Zane special surprise, $15. One moment, please. Yeah, I think I've progressed a little bit more than I wanted to, but I'm gonna run with it. I'm anxious to see where this is headed. Take the thing. There we go. What?
That's not a one you can take, I don't think. You were.
It is, but that's
Whoa!
why. I was like, it only does it when I'm standing in one spot. That's why I needed to be positioned exactly where it wanted me for that
Jump scare.
I was like, there's only one reason it would be so picky about where I'm standing. None of the other ones have been. Theaters are very liminal. They are liminal spaces. Get up here. That ball is going to...
No, ball is life.
The urban legends
F it, we ball.
circling Thomas Zane were a bottomless rabbit hole. I'd done some digging. To film freaks, he was a mythic auteur in the art house cinema. A rising star coming to America from Finland. But he only created one film, Tom the Poet, before he went missing, mirroring the vanishing of the main character in the movie, played by himself. The biggest mystery was around his lost film, an early work made in Finland, Nightless Night, rumored to have mystic properties. Some claimed it was a snuff film, that the ritual murder in the film was an actual murder. There were no known surviving copies, but the cult chased it as if it were their unholy grail, just like Wake's books were.
Zone says Alex Casey is an actual book series of Alan's and the Dark Place / the Lake. How it feeds off anything artistic. Alan doesn't know who Ilmo is, and the lake had basically did a little, I need this person to fill in the spot for cultist ×1.
So if we take this, put in New York's finest.
The scene had changed.
Yeah, I need you to keep up, Alan. It's happening a lot. So what's up with that airline food? Am I right?
Boo! Get off the stage!
I said, so what's up with that airline food? Standing ovation.
Roaring applause. Nervously, though.
They don't know when they're supposed to stop clapping because it kind of sounds forced at this point. Okay.
Fix it!
Oh. It beeped on too, like it's supposed to.
And then restarted.
Yep. Yeah, there we go.
Alan Wake.
What?
Wake. Drowning. I'm drowning. Alan Wake.
Rising music is so unsettling. I assume I need to get up to the projector booth, maybe? Oh, here's a thing.
Master into look at you, following your master into La La Land.
I wonder if it still peeps on too.
Clowns in funny masks and hoods, pretending to be a secret society.
Maybe it is you who's playing a role, Mr. Casey. A role carefully laid out for you. A puppet blindly performing the ritual steps for the glory of the cult. Huh?
What the fuck have you been smoking?
Nightless Night. A clip of the lost film survived. You will see, Mr. Casey. In the Nightless Night, you will finally see.
Nightless Night was Zane's film. It played a role in this story.
If I said the phrase "night begins to shine" to you, do you know what that is?
I'm assuming it's something to do with the moon.
No, it's a rock ballad from Teen Titans Go. And one of the episodes was like, "Okay, hi." Oh my god. Mike knows what I'm talking about. Love Night Begins to Shine. Come on, reload. Ah, crap.
I've only ever seen you perfect dodge once in this entire playthrough.
It's unlikely. Not easy. Okay. Done that. But yes, every time they say Nightless Night, it makes me think of Night Begins to Shine. So maybe I need to get on to stage. Try that. Floor smoking. And
What, you never smoked in a theater before?
been drunk in a theater before. That's a lot of fun.
That's Casey.
Oh, you guys are gonna love this.
What is this?
Is that it? Is the whole thing? No, there's definitely.
Look at the screen.
Zane was in the clip holding my lamp. Was he playing me in his film? Zane's
Oh.
lamp on the screen had no light. I can transfer the light in my lamp to his.
That's cool. Okay, I just want to make sure nobody's.
No one's gonna bonk you.
Yeah.
Hey, Papa Pal Clam.
This is so cool.
The light of the lamp shone out of the screen and revealed the door.
Oh, hi.
It's clearing out everybody in that section too. That's funny. Oh no, it's not. You were doing that. Busy.
Certain. Okay.
I was back out into the night. The seedy alley away from prying eyes was a good scene for dark deeds.
I didn't think we were going to get done with this today.
We made some good progress.
Oh yeah. I think we'll definitely get done tomorrow next week.
Door I couldn't open. Yeah, there we go. I can get to it now. Yeah, these are the windows I was looking in. Yep. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to hang it up for this evening. Tomorrow is that me and Shelby and Barista Sim? No.
No. It is. Hold on, I'm looking. It is Fresh Start with me and Shelby.
Right, that's what it is. Yeah. All right. Well, that'll be a good time. I think
Yeah.
You've played what, like 11 hours of that?
I beat the whole thing.
And is it both of you playing, or is it just her playing?
I don't. If it can be both of us, we can try to do that. But
Okay.
actually, it's probably just going to be off my copy, so probably not.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Alrighty. Well, yeah, that'll be a fresh start. What's the full name of that thing?
Fresh Start Cleaning Simulator.
Cleaning simulator, right? Okay. So a little bit of power wash, but not reduced to power washing.
Precisely.
Yep. Not so fresh start.
You get a power up in that game where you can just send like a tidal wave of water to just clear out everything in front of you for like a couple meters.
That's great. just a tsunami, a cleansing tsunami.
Steam store says it's single player, so
Gotcha.
not together.
All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna go work on the newest episode of Help Me Understand, so I can try to get that out tonight. For everything else, check out the website. You can look at our YouTube. The website will tell you what everything we got. So, till tomorrow night, we will see you back here tomorrow night at 9:30 Eastern as we play some more video games. Have a good night.
Night.